My garbage person of the week is once again gonna have to be Pete Hegseth, because right now he's throwing a little hissy fit because a judge informed him that he can't just steal somebody's money if he's mad about a thing that that person said. And in this case, we're talking about Senator Mark Kelly. So about a month ago, Pete Hegseth responded to Mark Kelly's tweet announcing that he had filed a lawsuit against Hegseth. And at the time, Hegseth had just so much unearned confidence, like that and whiskey are the only things flowing through his veins. He said, Captain Kelly knows exactly what he did and that he will be held to account. That's why he's so worried and cranky. He's doing the captain thing because he's like, nah, you're not like a real military guy. I am. I'm the talk show host that tells soldiers what to do despite having no lingering real relationship with any of it. So again, it's just all unearned confidence. And in this case, it proved to also be unearned because the Pentagon began investigating Kelly in late November. So they were citing a federal law that allows retired service members to be recalled to active duty if the defense secretary wants to for possible court-martial and other punishment. And you, I'm sure, know at this point, that's because Mark Kelly was one of those who did the video saying, hey, just a reminder to the service members, if you're given an illegal order, you don't have to follow that. And Pete Hegseth freaked out, which is something you'd only do if you don't want them to be aware that they don't have to follow illegal orders. But okay, no, it reflects poorly on Captain Mark Kelly, I guess. So anyway, US District Judge Richard Leon has now weighed in on all of what Pete Hegseth was trying to do to Kelly, saying, rather than trying to shrink the First Amendment liberties of retired service members, Secretary Hegseth and his fellow defendants might reflect and be grateful for the wisdom and expertise that retired service members have brought to public discussions and debate on military matters in our nation over the past 250 years. If so, they will more fully appreciate why the founding fathers made free speech the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights, with an exclamation point. And that's a strong statement. He slapped down Hegseth and also like got in some digs at him, which I really appreciate. Now, Pete Hegseth, still super confident. This will be immediately appealed. Sedition is sedition. And he does the captain thing again. Like, dude, you already did that. Like, are you just gonna keep doing that same thing? It wasn't clever the first time you did it. And it isn't sedition to tell people they don't have to follow illegal orders. That's a crazy thing to pretend to believe. Whether you're Pete Hegseth or you're one of the people, the sad sacks that's like a fan of Pete Hegseth, pretending to think that anything in that video was illegal is literally crazy, and you seem like a madman. But anyway, that's my garbage person. Brett, what do you make of it?
Like, do you realize how perfect a thing to say it is if you're Mark Kelly, to say you don't have to do illegal stuff? Like, that's such a perfect thing to say.
It's like a trap.
It's a trap, and they're like, yes, you do have to do illegal stuff. Or they're like, how dare you say that? Now they're gonna know. They tried to prosecute him. They couldn't get past the grand jury or whatever. Yeah. They wouldn't do it. You can't, like, you could indict a ham sandwich. They couldn't get this anywhere past that. Also, you might look like a soldier. Unfortunately, Pete Hegseth, you look like a soldier in a Nazi propaganda movie, especially with your tattoos. I don't think your tattoos are white supremacists, but I do think all people who have those tattoos are white supremacists.
I don't know that they are white supremacists, but I think you got them thinking they were white supremacists, is my guess.
Mark Kelly's been to space. He's an astronaut. Those dudes are cool. That's like Buzz Aldrin, and Buzz Aldrin punched a guy in the face. Remember that? He punched a conspiracy theorist in the face and we loved it. Where are those days? Make America great again. When Mark Kelly can punch conspiracy theorist Pete Hegseth in the face and everybody cheers. Do it.
I love it. Like, Pete Hegseth just got done like going with that guy. And he's like, I want to fly around in a jet. Go fly me in this jet. Oh, aren't I cool with my little flight suit? I'm gonna put a Rebel Alliance thing. You know, those cool guys that flew in space. And then he's like, oh, Mark Kelly actually flew in space. He's so mad about it. He's so mad. And that's why he's my garbage person.
Oh my God.
Those are our garbage people, but we also have 63,000 of you who voted for the community garbage person of the week. And 5% voted for Dr. Oz for pushing for people to work longer before being able to retire. 6% went to Kid Rock for slamming Bad Bunny after lip syncing in his own halftime show. 8% to Megyn Kelly for her unhinged reaction to the Bad Bunny show. She got more than Kid Rock himself did. 81% though chose Pam Bondi for being combative over the Epstein questions and just melting down publicly. Let's see, 59,000 of you voted for the hero of the week. That is 5% going to Zoran Mamdani for planning a rental ripoff hearing and putting some focus on that issue. 7% to the Olympian Hunter Hess for critiquing US policies. 26% to Bad Bunny for his amazing halftime performance. And I would have thought that that would win, but look at you guys with your substance. 62% choosing Ro Khanna and Tom Massey for unveiling names in the Epstein files. Thank you to everybody who voted.